Good morning, Ian Crouch with your 8:30 Hunter News update. A new mass vaccination centre in Lake Macquarie will be able to administer 20,000 doses against coronavirus a week when it opens next month. The New South Wales government has signed a lease on the former Bunnings warehouse at Belmont, which will become the state's second centre. Both AstraZeneca and Pfizer vaccines will be available. A new public safety network at Raymond Terrace is expected to give emergency services a more reliable communications tool when disaster strikes. The New South Wales Telco Authority has created the site as part of a $600 million investment in essential infrastructure. Parliamentary Secretary for the Hunter, Taylor Martin, says sites like these make a huge difference in getting help to people impacted by the recent floods and devastating bushfires.
The new radio site at Raymond Terrace will make it easier and more reliable for our local emergency services to communicate when it matters most.
It's 14 years today since Newcastle's most famous maritime disaster when the coal carrier the Pasha Bulker ran aground on Nobby's Beach during a fierce gale. It prompted a major emergency operation to rescue the 22 Filipino crew members as two Westpac rescue helicopters worked in tandem to pluck them from the ship's lurching deck and bring them ashore. Helicopter crewman Glenn Ramplin told NBN of the difficult conditions.
The ship was still moving around a bit, but there's a lot of oil on the deck, and so it was just quite slippery, so we just had to be very careful. Plus the wind out there, it was quite easy to get blown off the hatch that we were on. Well, I don't really remember, but the signal ran aground the year I was born, so that's 33 years ago. So yeah, it doesn't happen every day, but yeah, it's be able to tell the grandkids.
Newcastle Council is currently working on its coastal management plans and wants your help. Applications are open for people who are interested or engaged in the city's beaches and coastline to participate in roundtable discussions about the council's plans. Deputy Lord Mayor Declan Clausen says collaboration is key.
It's really important that it's developed in a collaborative way that involves the community and a range of other stakeholders. And so we're calling for expressions of interest for community members that want to participate in the coastal management plan process.
Hunter residents interested in acting as a supportive shoulder for young people in custody to lean on are being called upon to attend a training day. The initiative from the Curry Community Centre in partnership with Legal Aid is about ensuring young people in police custody aren't taken advantage of. Community Centre Youth Development Officer Will Doran says it's a great partnership.
We've been really well supported by Legal Aid for over a decade now to train local volunteers to support young people in custody, and they do an excellent job of working with volunteers to get them all skilled up.
A warning is going out to snow chasers to give the Barrington Tops a wide berth this winter. The main access road to the Tops is closed after it sustained major structural damage in the March floods. Although work is underway to repair it, the Forestry Commission says it's unlikely to be ready until next winter, while they say other roads are just not up to coping with the volume of traffic from sightseers. Those keen for a snow experience this week should head further north to Nundle, Walker and Guyra.
2NURFM Sport.
Newcastle swimmer Thomas Fraser Holmes has had to withdraw from the upcoming Tokyo Games. The 29-year-old has represented Australia in London and Rio previously, but has succumbed to a shoulder injury. The Newcastle Knights are expected to add wingers Stafford Toa and Braden Musgrove to their extensive injury list. Forwards Lachlan Fitzgibbon and Jesse Sue have avoided suspension, however, and will be available for this weekend's clash with the Rabbits. The Newcastle Jets will be hoping to avoid the wooden spoon as they prepare for their clash against Melbourne City. The match has been rescheduled due to COVID-19 concerns, but is expected to be played behind closed doors in Melbourne this Thursday. Midfielder Lucas Moragas says this season has been a learning curve for everyone.
I've learnt a lot from this season. Obviously we've had highs and lows for me individually too, but I've learnt a great deal.
And Merewether diver Sam Fricker is aiming for his Olympic game berth as he competes in trials for the Tokyo Games in Sydney this weekend. That's sport. I'm James Paris.
And the winning numbers in Monday Lotto are 10, 21, 12, 41, 24 and 44, and the supplementaries are 13 and 18. And now you're up to date with the latest 2NURFM Hunter News.